Hey Restoration community, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great week. And I want to give you a couple quick updates as we get ready for our regathering. Remember, we are not reopening because our church never closed. We just are regathering. We get together again in person. We're very excited about that. Now let me give you a couple ground rules and a couple things that are going to happen as we start this regathering process. We're fully aware of the things that have happened with the phase 3 here in Florida, and as excited as we are to see some of these things start to hopefully come back to normal, at this time we are going to stay the course as planned. So that will mean that we will have masks, we'll have some limited stuff for kids just birth to 5 in those rooms, and really that's because we just don't have a lot of leaders who feel super comfortable yet getting back into classrooms with kids yet, and so we're going to ease into that process. Again, we're going to have a little bit of distancing in the rooms. Again, physical distancing, not social distancing. Big difference between those two things. But all those things we believe are so small in comparison to the things that really matter. Because what we get to experience together is a time of worship, a time of teaching, and a time of community together. And that's what's important. If you would have told the early church, as we've been going through the book of Acts, if you told the early church all it's going to take for you to get together and be able to worship together is wearing a mask or staying a little bit distant or whatever, they would have been like, that's all it takes. Like, we're not going to get persecuted or tortured or flogged or killed. That's all it's going to take. They would have taken that in a heartbeat because they saw it as such a beautiful thing to be able to gather together. For us, I think it's a small inconvenience, but I think the reward is so much bigger for us to be able to be together. And so this week, we are so excited to be able to gather together again. And honestly, I hope you'll be there. Now, if you're in a spot where you're a little bit nervous about it, and I know that there are people who are very nervous about getting back together again, trust me, we're going to take every precaution we can. We will be sanitizing the room, making sure there's distancing, again, masks, all that stuff. If you're on the other side where you're like, man, I've been ready for this for months, I'm glad you're excited about it, and I can't wait to see you there. And I hope that you'll just be on board with doing the mask thing for the time being and being a part of that because this is so important. I know there's people on both sides of that conversation, and the goal right now is not to fight about the sides we're on. The goal right now is to unify as a church and as a community as we seek to bring the kingdom of heaven here to earth together. So my hope is to see you this Sunday. Honestly, I'm so excited about it. I really am, and I hope that you'll be there. One last thing is if you have kids in that birth to 5 age, we do need you to RSVP, so we're ready for that. So we're prepared for your kids being there. And even if they're over 5 years old, we will have kids kits for them, something to do during service. So we hope to see you this Sunday, October 4th, 10 a.m. in person. If you're not comfortable with that yet, we hope to see you online at 10 a.m. on our Facebook or on our app or our